Hello, welcome to No Vera or No Faith because you create your own. Today I'm gonna talk about like a letter to, I guess like it's more of a personal video because it's like a letter um, to past me, to the current me, and to future me. I guess like what kind of sparked this is I went to a workshop and they asked us like to do a personal like mission statement. And when it came to the questions, they really kind of opened my mind to like where I'm headed to or like where do I want to go to and how to get there and like help me like actualize like what I guess like a life plan basically. So to start is I came here with an open mind and an open heart. I came here to change lives and change perspectives. They ask us, like the second question was, they ask us what, I guess, is your main purpose in life, or like how do you want to carry yourself in life? And I wrote is to be content with where I'm at, like what I'm doing, and basically be content with myself. Like I don't want to change anything at all, or just like have like self-hatred basically. And I want to be individualistic, basically not really conform to society's norm or to I guess like fit into this like cookie cutter persona, which is basically like become what is considered to be normal, right? Also like I'm like not afraid to be myself, like how I carry myself, like the way I dress, the way I speak, or the way I, like my actions. I want to be calmer, really, because sometimes, I kind of bottle things inside, and like when they really build up, you know, things kind of really just like blow up out of proportions, which is like not necessarily healthy. And I want to respond promptly in time to text because it's a bad habit that I need to change. Like kind of like I leave people hanging, which is kind of an asshole-ish move. Like if I'm saying, and I want to be a famous videographer, right? I always talked about, like doing just like random like photo shoots outside, or just like filming random stuff and like kind of like stitching them together and basically like write a cohesive story. Like and also like I want to have like a YouTube channel like success, like no skipping uploads, like not really getting into my head about like, oh yeah, this video like didn't get as many views or this video didn't get many likes or interactions. You know what? I'm gonna ditch all of that. Like I came here just like to put my message out to whoever hears it, to whoever like resonates with it. I don't care about views or like not necessarily like fame, but if I change like one person's like perspective or really help like one person, then I'm content. I'm happy with like what I did, and I can die happy. And I want to ditch negativity, right? Like no skipping. I guess no skipping like mental health days. Like I want to decompress, sit with myself, and like do some like if I'm saying like correctly, like shadow work, right? Just like dive in and see what's like really are my triggers or like what really kind of messes me up in a way, right? And like stay on top of my health, eat good, and I guess like get back into working out because I was consistent with it. And as soon as like the move happened, I kind of stopped doing all that. And I feel like myself kind of slipping back to the old me, which I necessarily like didn't like. And that's why I need to get on top of that, you know? And I really should not let negative thoughts overtake. coming to going back to, the other point, which bottling things inside and blowing things up out of proportions out of nowhere. I want to be a calmer person. I want to be, I guess like um, do like how oh like do like stuff in a I guess like good in good faith, right? Like I don't want to like just like come here and speak like positivity while I'm just kind of not really taking my own advice. You know, I have like this vision that I don't know. I never shared it with anyone, but I'm putting out there because like it's a message for me and whoever listens to it. I want to work on like a documentary, right? Like not necessarily like something like big or like huge or like follow someone famous. I want to go outside. I want to talk to people. I want to learn from other people's stories because I feel like every one of us has a story to tell. And there's like a lot of amazing people out there that don't really get the time of light to share their story. Also, like the third question that they asked was, what is something that, would you tell like yourself, like for the future? I said, like, I realize that I'm my own worst enemy, which is true. So I should just get out of my own way and let me be. What do we get to lose? Nothing. I was kind of like talking to myself here, um, which is, I guess, like a really big thing because I always tend to get in my own way. Like if I'm want to do something, I always like, tell myself like just wait for the perfect moment, which is never really gonna come. Also just kind of pushing back things that I want to do. Like I want to go skating again. I want to go out and film or like do stuff that really brings me joy, But I tend to get in my own head and like, you know what, just sit inside today, not do anything or just like, let the negativity take over, which is bad. I want to stop that. And they ask like a really cool question is, how do you want to celebrate your 50th like birthday? Who do you want to invite? I said, of course, my family, like living members. I know that's kind of more morbid, but that's life. Like it's a dance between life and death because like they're kind of intertwined, right? We're born to die, and you're like you die if you live. I don't know if that makes any sense because as soon as you're born, then like death is inevitable. I said future family example, hopefully like my future wife and hopefully two kids. Also, like friends that I've met along the way, like my life journey. I said that because I'm an explorer, I want to invite like people like from each country that I visited, right? Like, I think like that would be awesome because again, going back to the people sharing their own stories. I feel like if I go out there and meet people, if I talk to people, I'll meet like cool people that I could resonate with, or like find some really cool friends. I think like that comes from a place that I kind of moved away from. I guess like friends that I made and like the old place. I'm in a new place now. I have nobody to talk to, so kind of like I guess like, that kind of seeped in. And for some reason, I just like wrote JD Quintel because I'll be working on his biography, right? Because we're gonna become friends, They're like dare I to dream big, Why not? And they said, why do you feel that way, right? Because I said like, oh, my wife would be my rock and biggest supporter, and my kids will be like full of light and wonder like family my like younger like self are maturing. That's like that At the time there'll be, I guess, I'm gonna lose people. That's like life. I lost people, and hopefully in a really, really long time, I, lose people. Like that's it. I don't want to I don't know what the word is, but kind of skip like to, situations, or kind of just envision a future where it's like morbid and like, oh yeah, like pre-millenary, I guess grieving, right? Yeah, pre-millenary, pre-millenary grieving. Um, I guess you know what? All my family will live to be 150-year-olds. I believe that. And yeah, my like because yeah, I wrote like something kind of really just kind of spoke to me because like I didn't have the best childhood. Like I feel like hopefully I don't create like the same, I guess, like pattern that my kids will have like a better upbringing than I did. So I guess like they'll be happy to be there. Fingers crossed, hopefully. And I guess like JG Quintel, because he's funny, full of life, and he's gonna be the life of the party. Oh, I skipped a question. They said like from the people that you picked, what do you think, they're gonna, I guess like the speeches they're gonna give? I said like JG Quintel, he's funny, like he's like a professional speaker, um, and knows like I'll take my job seriously. That's why like we became like close friends. Sometimes it's good to be a little bit delusional, I don't see why that's bad. And also, like, hopefully, my wife is gonna talk about how we're both each other, like missing puzzle pieces, which is like kind of the cliche. How we push each other to succeed, and we're like never overbearing on each other. Everybody like get their own, life to live, and hopefully, we're gonna complement each other's lives. Why not? And hopefully, my kids are gonna talk about how good of a, parent I was. I guess like they're gonna give like personal anecdotes. Like that's what I kind of wrote here. Hmm. And lastly, they asked, what are some things that, like I guess like short-term goals that you could work on, like ASAP, right now. I said like one, start on shadow working, find the root of my problems, because I feel like people don't really dig deep enough, or kind of sit with themselves and see what their kind of, I guess like their biggest problems, or what they're actively I guess like avoiding, and work on it. Like two, I said like pick up the camera and start filming whatever. And I need to be comfortable with it, because when you're outside, I guess like people look at you weirdly when you're kind of like holding like this big camcorder and kind of like going around filming random stuff. I need to be comfortable with that. I don't like need to be just like in my own head thinking about like what people think about me. You know what? To hell with it. Let them think whatever they want to think, because I'll be judged anyway, right? And said like 2.5. Learn how to edit on DaVinci because I suck at it and I need to learn at least a few things. And I said like the third thing is work on speaking properly and develop my voice. Like for more cohesive videos so I can start uploading more. Like for example, I've never been big on like public speaking. I was always the hermit. I always like kind of stuck to myself. I didn't like really speak to anybody even in school or anything. I was just like that quiet kid, sat at my desk, just like waited for the class to be over, and then just like went out. And I would say like, that was like the last question, but to build on that, like a message to my future self. I just want to, find my life purpose, right? Because I feel like people, some of them like, let their dreams die. And when people go like through hardships, I don't really blame them. It's like a life, the life in general kind of like throws at you like this curveball that kind of humbles you, right? And you just like say that, oh, things were never meant to work out. Yeah, things didn't work out as cool. I was down at first, but maybe it wasn't my calling, right? Even if I spent like 6 years at it, hey, wasted time is wasted time, right? Past is the past. Whatever happened has happened. At least I learned some stuff from it, but I failed, right? A failure is a failure. I'm not gonna say the cliche that from every failure, like you get a lesson, but you learn from it. I failed. I like now I know like this is not my purpose, but at least I tried it, and I guess like to you know kind of collectively like end the video or like on a like simple messages. I don't know if I'll find like my life purpose, but if I die trying to find it, at least I'll be happy that I gave it a shot. And if you made it this far, I hope you're having a good day, evening, afternoon or night, wherever you are. And I hope you're taking care of yourself. Appreciate you for watching. And until I see you next time, goodbye.